Welcome, seekers of abundance and prosperity. Today, I'm going to share one of the most powerful secrets that St. Cyprian has offered to those looking to transform their financial situation. I'm here to introduce you to the bath of the 7 most powerful herbs for money, business, and sales, based on the ancient teachings of St. Cyprian. So, who was St. Cyprian? Before becoming a saint, Cyprian was a powerful magician and a master of nature's secrets. His knowledge of the mystical properties of plants has been passed down for centuries in books on occultism and practical magic. St. Cyprian discovered that certain herbs, when combined in precise proportions and used in a bathing ritual, have the power to completely transform a person's financial energy. This isn't just any herbal bath. What makes this ritual special is the specific combination of 7 sacred herbs that, according to St. Cyprian, contain the very essence of prosperity and abundance. Each of these herbs has a unique vibration that resonates with the cosmic energies of financial success. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to attract money effortlessly, while others work tirelessly but never achieve financial stability? Why do some businesses thrive from day one, while others struggle to survive? The answer, according to St. Cyprian's teachings, lies in the energy surrounding us and the financial blockages we unknowingly carry. Let me share the story of Maria, a woman whose small business was on the brink of collapse. After performing this 7-herb bath ritual for 3 consecutive days, she began to notice astonishing changes. Clients who had disappeared started returning. She received a call for a large order that saved her month, and suddenly, opportunities that had seemed blocked began to flow again. In less than 2 months, Maria not only saved her business, but doubled her income. Consider the case of Roberto, a salesman who hadn't met his targets for months. After performing this ritual, something shifted in his personal energy. People began responding differently to his presence. His calls were answered with more interest, and in his first month after the ritual, he exceeded his sales goal for the first time that year. What you're going to learn today isn't just knowledge. It's a transformative tool that has been used by generations of seekers of prosperity. Then Cyprian didn't keep this knowledge a secret. He intended for those who truly want to change their financial reality to do so with the help of ancient wisdom. Get ready to discover each of these 7 sacred herbs, their specific powers, and the exact way to use them in a ritual that could completely change your relationship with money, business, and sales. I assure you, if you follow each step with faith and conviction, you'll start to notice changes in your financial reality sooner than you think. But remember, this ritual isn't instant magic. It's a way to connect with the universal forces of abundance. It requires your active participation, sincere faith, and clear intention. Are you ready to open the doors to prosperity with the 7 sacred herbs of St. Cyprian? Then let's embark on this journey toward financial abundance. Before revealing each of the 7 powerful herbs, it's essential to properly prepare the sacred space where we will perform this ritual. St. Cyprian taught that preparation is as crucial as the ritual itself, setting the energetic foundation for everything that follows. First, you need a quiet space, preferably your bathroom, where you won't be interrupted for at least an hour. Mental tranquility is essential for this energetic work. Clean this space physically, removing any clutter. St. Cyprian always said, external clutter reflects internal chaos, and chaos repels prosperity. For this ritual, you will need a large glass or ceramic container, preferably 2 liters or more, a wooden spoon, never metal, as metal can alter the subtle energies of the herbs, a green or gold candle to activate the energy of money, a neutral or coconut soap for the ritual bath, the 7 herbs I will reveal shortly, enough water to prepare the infusion and for your bath. The ideal moment to perform this ritual is on a Thursday, traditionally associated with Jupiter, the planet of expansion and abundance. If possible, do it during the waxing moon, when the energies of growth and manifestation are at their most favorable. However, if your financial situation is urgent, you can perform it at any time. Before starting, it's important to purify the space. You can do this with white sage incense or sandalwood incense, walking through every corner of the space where you will prepare the ritual. As you do this, mentally repeat, "By the power of Saint Cyprian, this space is purified and ready to receive the blessings of abundance." Your mental state is crucial for the success of this ritual. Enter this process with a positive and receptive attitude. Set aside doubts and skepticism. Saint Cyprian taught that faith is the catalyst that activates the power of the herbs. You don't need to understand exactly how this process works. Just trust that the universal forces will respond to your call. Now that you have your space prepared, your mind focused, and your materials ready, it's time to learn about each of the 7 sacred herbs that Saint Cyprian revealed as the most powerful for attracting money, clients, and business success. The first sacred herb in our powerful ritual is chamomile, a plant that Saint Cyprian regarded as special due to its direct connection to solar energies and prosperity. Legend has it that Saint Cyprian discovered the power of chamomile during a period of meditation in the countryside. Observing how this small flower always oriented itself toward the sun, absorbing its golden energy. Reminiscent of gold and wealth, chamomile isn't just a relaxing herb as many know it. In the esoteric tradition that Saint Cyprian has left us, chamomile is considered a solar herb with the unique ability to dissolve financial blockages. Its specific energetic vibration works on a subtle level to eliminate invisible obstacles that prevent money from entering our lives. It's as if this herb has the ability to clear the path for abundance to flow. Why do we start the ritual with chamomile? Because according to Cyprianic teachings, this herb acts as a path opener in the economic realm. Its gentle yet persistent energy begins to work from the moment we incorporate it into our preparation, removing the initial layers of energetic blockages that separate us from prosperity. For this ritual, you can use fresh or dried chamomile. If using fresh chamomile, you'll need a generous handful of flowers and leaves. If using dried chamomile, 2 tablespoons will suffice. You can also use 2 chamomile tea bags, although the plant in its natural state is always preferred. When adding the chamomile to the container with water, it's important to do so with conscious intention. Hold the chamomile in your hands. Bring it close to your heart. Close your eyes for a moment and say, "Sacred chamomile, by the power that Saint Cyprian recognized in you, I ask you to open my paths to abundance and dissolve all blockages that separate me from prosperity." I know of a business owner who lost significant sums of money in failed investments. After incorporating chamomile into this ritual, he began receiving unexpected calls with business opportunities that helped him recover financially. According to him, it was as if something invisible that had been blocking his progress suddenly unlocked. To further enhance the effects of chamomile, as you add it to the water, visualize rays of golden light emanating from the flowers and infusing the water. Imagine this golden light surrounding your body during the ritual bath, dissolving any negative energy that is blocking your prosperity. Chamomile, besides opening paths, also has the property of attracting good luck in financial matters. Saint Cyprian observed that people who worked in chamomile fields often experienced better fortune in their ventures, which led him to incorporate this herb as a fundamental element in his prosperity rituals. But the next herb in our ritual is even more powerful in the realm of abundance and success. Laurel, considered by Saint Cyprian as the crown of the victorious, is an herb with an ancestral history linked to triumph and wish manifestation. In ancient Rome, emperors and great generals were crowned with laurel after their victories, symbolizing the highest honor and recognition. Saint Cyprian, a deep connoisseur of these symbols, incorporated laurel into his most secret rituals. reserved for those seeking not only prosperity, but true mastery in the economic and business realms. Laurel has a unique energetic vibration that resonates with the frequencies of success and recognition. On a spiritual level, this herb acts as a powerful magnet that attracts the energies of victory, recognition, and abundance. It's as if each laurel leaf were a small antenna tuning into the cosmic vibrations of success. For our 7-herb bath ritual, you will need between 7 and 9 laurel leaves. The number must be odd, as odd numbers, according to Cyprianic tradition, are more powerful for attraction rituals. The leaves should be whole, preferably fresh, although dried ones can also work effectively. When adding the laurel to the preparation, do it 1 leaf at a time, saying with each one, "By the power of the sacred laurel, may economic victory and recognition in business come into my life. Thus decreed by St. Cyprian, so it shall be for me." What few know is that St. Cyprian discovered that laurel has the ability to amplify the power of all the herbs it comes into contact with. That's why it occupies this strategic place. In our ritual, acting as an enhancer of the chamomile we've already added and preparing the way for the herbs that will follow. I'll reveal a little-known secret about laurel. If you want to further enhance its effect, you can write down the exact amount of money you wish to attract on a small piece of paper, roll it up, and tie it with a green thread around one of the laurel leaves before adding it to the preparation. This method, according to Cyprianic teachings, creates a direct link between your specific intention and the universal forces of abundance. Laurel not only attracts economic victories, but it also provides mental clarity for making sound financial decisions. Many entrepreneurs who have used this ritual report sudden clarity on what steps to take in their businesses, as if the laurel opened a channel of wisdom and intuition related to money. Now that we've added laurel to our preparation, the foundation of our ritual is established. Chamomile has opened the paths, and laurel has set the vibration of victory. It's time to introduce the next herb, one of the most potent in the realm of economic attraction. We now come to one of the most important herbs in our ritual, considered by St. Cyprian as the triple jewel of prosperity. Basil, with its intense aroma and vibrant energy, holds a privileged place in abundance rituals due to its extraordinary ability to attract money, clients, and create a powerful shield of protection against negative energies that could affect our businesses. Basil is not just a culinary herb. In the esoteric traditions that St. Cyprian studied deeply, it is seen as a sacred plant with direct connections to the universal forces of abundance. Its triple action makes it an indispensable component of this ritual. According to ancient writings attributed to St. Cyprian, in ancient times, the most prosperous kings and merchants cultivated basil at the entrances of their palaces and establishments. They observed that when basil thrived close to a business, that business prospered remarkably. Merchants traveling on the Silk Road always carried basil seeds as a talisman to ensure successful transactions and protection during their commercial journeys. For our ritual, you will need a generous handful of fresh basil. If you can't find fresh basil, you can use dried basil, about 3 tablespoons. The basil should be added to our preparation, which already contains chamomile and laurel. As you do this, gently rub the leaves between your hands to release their essential oils and aroma, enhancing their energetic effect. As you add the basil to the preparation, speak with conviction. Sacred basil, by the power that St. Cyprian recognized in you, attract to me constant money, loyal clients, and protect my prosperity from all envy and negativity. May your triple power manifest in my economic life. Let me share my own experience with basil. A few years ago, my business was going through a critical moment. Clients had dwindled and debts were piling up. After incorporating basil into this ritual, within 2 weeks, I received a call from a client I hadn't contacted in years. Not only did this client return, but they also recommended me to 5 other important clients. The effect was like a chain reaction of prosperity. To maximize the power of basil in this ritual, it's important to know the power words that Saint Cyprian taught to activate its energy. While stirring the preparation after adding the basil, repeat 3 times. Basilicum divinum fortunam attrahit, which means divine basil, attract fortune. Even if you don't understand Latin, the sound of these words has a specific vibration that activates the mystical properties of basil. Basil creates a perfect synergy with the previous herbs. Chamomile opens the path. Laurel attracts victory, and basil magnetizes money, attracts clients and creates protection. It's as if each herb has a specific role in orchestrating your new financial reality. A little-known aspect of basil is its ability to refresh stagnant energies in commercial spaces. If after preparing the bath, you reserve some of the infusion and spray it in your workspace or business, you'll notice how the energy of the place revitalizes, making it more attractive to customers and opportunities. With basil, we have completed the first 3 herbs of our ritual, establishing a powerful foundation for economic transformation. But our 7-herb bath is just taking shape, and the next herbs will add additional dimensions of power to our preparation. Now I will reveal a secret that will dramatically change the speed at which your desires for prosperity manifest. The 4th herb in our ritual is peppermint, known in Cyprianic writings as the accelerator of fortune. This powerful herb has the unique property of speeding up all processes related to money and business. In the esoteric tradition that Saint Cyprian studied and perfected, peppermint is governed by the planet Mercury, the messenger of the gods and the ruler of communications, trade, and exchanges. This planetary connection is no coincidence. Mercury is known for its speed and dynamism, qualities that peppermint transfers to our financial matters. Peppermint has the ability to mobilize stagnant energies, especially those related to slow commercial transactions, delayed payments, or businesses that seem to have come to a standstill. It's as if this herb creates a fresh wind that pushes forward everything that has been paralyzed in our financial lives. For our ritual, you will need a generous handful of fresh peppermint. If you can only find dried peppermint, use 2 heaping tablespoons. Precise dosing is important, as according to St. Cyprian, too much peppermint can speed up energy so much that some opportunities might pass by too quickly for you to fully take advantage of them. When adding peppermint to our preparation, which already contains chamomile, laurel, and basil, gently rub the leaves between your hands while saying, "Sacred peppermint, by the power of Mercury and the wisdom of St. Cyprian, accelerate the flow of abundance in my life. May money, clients, and opportunities come to me swiftly and easily." The refreshing aroma of peppermint that is released during preparation is not just pleasant. It's an active call to financial opportunities. St. Cyprian taught that this aroma travels in the etheric plane and attracts favorable situations to the person performing the ritual. It's as if each molecule of its fragrance were a little magnet attracting prosperity. To maximize the potential of peppermint in this ritual, you can perform an additional gesture. After adding it, stir the wooden spoon clockwise exactly 7 times, visualizing how your financial life begins to move with greater speed and fluidity. With the addition of peppermint, our ritual bath begins to take a dynamic dimension. The 4 herbs will work together, creating a powerful synergy. Chamomile opening paths, laurel attracting victories, basil magnetizing money and clients, and now peppermint accelerating the entire manifestation process. Get ready to learn about one of the most powerful herbs in the universe when it comes to attracting wealth. The 5th herb in our sacred ritual is cinnamon, considered by Saint Cyprian as the golden multiplier of abundance. This spice is not just a flavoring. In the esoteric world, It is recognized as one of the substances with the greatest power of attraction for prosperity and money. Cinnamon has an energetic vibration that directly resonates with the frequencies of material abundance. Its reddish golden color, similar to gold in its natural state, is no coincidence. According to the teachings of Saint Cyprian, there is a law of correspondence between the color of cinnamon and precious metals, creating an energetic link that facilitates the manifestation of wealth. In ancient Cyprian texts, it is mentioned that the most prosperous merchants of antiquity always carried a piece of cinnamon in their pockets or money bags. They observed that those who maintained this practice saw their money multiply in mysterious and favorable ways. For our ritual, you will need approximately 10 centimeters of cinnamon stick. It's important that it be a stick and not powdered cinnamon, as the cylindrical shape of the stick contains energy in a more concentrated and effective manner. If you can't find cinnamon sticks, you can use 2 teaspoons of powdered cinnamon, although the effect will be less potent. When adding the cinnamon to our preparation that already contains chamomile, laurel, basil, and peppermint, it's essential to perform a specific ritual gesture. Hold the cinnamon stick between your hands. Close your eyes for a moment and visualize your life filled with abundance and prosperity. See your business flourishing, satisfied clients, and money flowing toward you from multiple sources. Then break the stick into 3 equal pieces while saying, "By the multiplying power of the sacred cinnamon and the wisdom of Saint Cyprian, I decree that my prosperity multiplies threefold, that my money grows, that my clients increase, and that my opportunities expand." Once the cinnamon is added, stir the preparation with the wooden spoon in a clockwise direction while declaring your specific intentions related to money and business. This circular motion creates an energetic vortex that enhances all the herbs already present in the mixture. What's fascinating about cinnamon in this ritual is that it not only functions as a personal bath, but the same preparation can be used in multiple ways. You can reserve part of the infusion to spray in your workplace, clean the floors of your business, or even to cleanse items related to your commercial activity, such as computers, cash registers, or products you sell. A little-known secret that Saint Cyprian revealed to his closest disciples is that cinnamon has the ability to fix positive energies in a space. When you clean a place with cinnamon water, you are creating a favorable energetic field for business that will remain active for weeks. It's as if each molecule of the cinnamon aroma were a little guardian of prosperity. Let me share a surprising testimony. A street vendor who performed this ritual and cleaned his products with this infusion reported that on the same day, he sold more merchandise than in the entire previous week. People seemed irresistibly drawn to his products, as if cinnamon had created an invisible magnetic field. But the ritual is still not complete. The 2 remaining herbs will add additional dimensions to this powerful bath, taking your manifesting potential to even higher levels. We continue with the 6th sacred herb in our ritual, a plant that Saint Cyprian called the green multiplier of fortune. Alfalfa, although it may seem like a common herb, hides exceptional mystical properties when it comes to attracting and multiplying abundance. In the esoteric manuscripts attributed to Saint Cyprian, it is mentioned that alfalfa has a unique property. Just as it grows rapidly and regenerates after each cut, it has the ability to make our financial resources grow and regenerate constantly. This herb represents the sustained and continuous multiplication of wealth. What makes alfalfa so special in prosperity rituals is its remarkable growth capacity. A single alfalfa plant can produce 4 times its weight in just 1 year, and its roots can reach depths of up to 30 feet in search of nutrients. Saint Cyprian interpreted these characteristics as perfect symbols of the ability to seek and attract wealth from deep and unexpected sources. For our ritual, you will need approximately 1 tablespoon of dried alfalfa. If you're fortunate enough to find fresh alfalfa, use a small handful of tender leaves and stems. The exact amount is important, as according to Cyprianic tradition, alfalfa is so potent that an excessive amount could attract more opportunities than you can handle at one time. For those who cannot find alfalfa, then Cyprian offered an equally effective alternative, a citrus fruit such as lemon or orange. You can add the zest of half a lemon or half an orange, which will serve a similar function of attraction and energetic purification. When adding alfalfa to our preparation that already contains the 5 previous herbs, do so while pronouncing this specific decree, Sacred Alfalfa. By the power that Saint Cyprian recognized in you, multiply my resources as you multiply your leaves. Grow my prosperity as you grow your roots, seeking abundance in the depths of the universe. A little-known aspect of alfalfa's power is its ability to attract not only money, but also seeds of opportunity. Many people who have used this ritual report that after performing it, they receive proposals, ideas, or connections that, although initially seem small, like seeds, eventually develop into significant opportunities for prosperity. With the addition of alfalfa, our ritual bath is almost complete. 6 powerful herbs are working together to transform your financial reality. But we still have the 7th herb left, which will seal and activate all the power of this ancestral ritual. We finally arrive at the 7th and most mysterious herb of our ritual, the one that completes and seals all the power of the preparation. Nutmeg, considered by St. Cyprian as the golden key to hidden treasures, is the final ingredient that will activate all the properties of the previous herbs. The number 7 is profoundly significant in all esoteric traditions. It represents perfection, completeness, and manifestation in the material plane. Saint Cyprian taught that any ritual that included 7 elements had a special power to manifest in physical reality. Nutmeg, as the 7th herb, serves to close the circle and activate the entire potential of the preparation. In ancient grimoires or books of magic, nutmeg was considered a spice of high esoteric power, capable of opening doors to dimensions of abundance that typically remain closed to most people. Its penetrating aroma and complex flavor represent the complexity and richness we wish to attract into our lives. For our ritual, we will use nutmeg in the form of essential oil or essence. If you can acquire nutmeg essential oil, you will add exactly 7 drops to the preparation. The number 7 is crucial in this case, as each drop represents a day of the week, ensuring that prosperity flows to you every day without exception. If you can't find nutmeg essential oil, Saint Cyprian offered an equally powerful alternative, cloves. You can add 7 whole cloves to the preparation, fulfilling the same sealing and activating function. When adding the 7 drops of nutmeg essential oil or the 7 cloves, do so consciously and ritually. For each drop, pronounce a day of the week, starting with the current day. For example, Monday, may abundance come to me. Tuesday, may prosperity accompany me, and so on until you complete the 7 days of the week. When the 7th drop touches the preparation, say with strength and conviction, by the power of the number 7 and the ancestral wisdom of Saint Cyprian, I declare that this sacred bath is complete and activated. May all forces of abundance, prosperity, and financial success converge in my life from this moment on. A fascinating aspect of nutmeg that few know is its ability to program the subconscious to recognize and seize financial opportunities. People who have used this complete ritual report a notable increase in their business intuition and their ability to detect good investments or lucrative opportunities. There's a legend among followers of St. Cyprian's teachings that says the great merchants and bankers of antiquity always kept a nutmeg in their safes or alongside their accounting books, recognizing its power to attract and multiply wealth. With the addition of nutmeg, our 7-herb bath is complete. You have created a powerful tool for financial transformation that combines ancient wisdom with your conscious intention. Now it's time to learn exactly how to use this preparation to achieve the best results. Now that you've prepared the powerful bath of the 7 herbs according to the teachings of Saint Cyprian, it's essential to perform the ritual correctly to maximize its transformative effects on your financial life. Follow each step carefully and with sincere faith. First, you need to heat the preparation over medium heat until it begins to simmer gently. At this moment, the water will take on a distinctive color and release a unique aroma resulting from the combination of the 7 herbs. This aroma is the physical manifestation of the energies that are being activated. While the preparation simmers gently, stir it 7 times clockwise with the wooden spoon, visualizing how your life fills with abundance and prosperity. After about 5 minutes of gentle simmering, turn off the heat and let the infusion sit covered for another 7 minutes. During this resting time, Saint Cyprian taught that the mystical properties of the herbs are fully released into the water, creating a highly potent elixir of prosperity. The ideal time to perform the ritual bath is at sunset, when the sun is descending. Saint Cyprian observed that this time of day represents the transition between action, day, and reception, night, creating an ideal energetic portal for prosperity work. If that's not possible, the second best time is at dawn. Before taking the bath, take a regular shower to cleanse your body. This is important because the ritual bath is not for physical cleaning, but for energetic transformation. Once clean, strain the preparation to separate the herbs from the liquid. The liquid is what you will use for the ritual bath. Enter the shower or bathtub and begin to slowly pour the infusion over your body, starting from your head and moving down to your feet. As you do this, recite the following incantation that Saint Cyprian taught his disciples. By the power of the 7 sacred herbs, by the chamomile that opens my paths, by the laurel that brings me victory, by the basil that magnetizes abundance, by the peppermint that accelerates my prosperity, by the cinnamon that multiplies my resources, by the alfalfa that makes my wealth grow, and by the nutmeg that seals this sacred ritual, I decree that from this moment on, money flows to me in abundance. Clients seek my services, my businesses thrive, and prosperity accompanies me in all that I undertake. So said Saint Cyprian, so it is for me. Repeat this incantation 3 times while bathing with the infusion, ensuring that the liquid touches all parts of your body. It's crucial to visualize clearly how your financial situation dramatically improves. See satisfied clients, money coming from multiple sources, and business opportunities appearing constantly. After the bath, do not dry off with a towel. Allow your body to dry naturally, so the properties of the herbs are fully absorbed into your energy field. If it's cold, you can lightly dry off, but try to let most of the infusion dry on your skin. Saint Cyprian recommended performing this ritual for 3 consecutive days for optimal results, preferably during the waxing moon. If your financial situation is particularly challenging, you can extend it to 7 days. The stories of financial transformation I have witnessed thanks to this 7-herb bath ritual are truly astonishing. Allow me to share some inspiring testimonies that demonstrate the power of this ancient wisdom from Saint Cyprian. I remember the case of Carlos, an entrepreneur who had invested all his savings in a small restaurant that barely had clients. After performing the 7-herb bath ritual for 3 consecutive days, he noticed an immediate change. On the 4th day, a group of office workers from a nearby building accidentally walked into his restaurant. They were so satisfied that they began visiting the place daily and recommending it to their colleagues. Within a month, his clientele had tripled, and he had to hire additional staff. Then there's the story of Lucia, a real estate agent who hadn't closed a significant sale in 6 months. Desperate, she decided to try this ritual. 3 days after completing the baths, she received a call from a client she had met the previous year. This client not only decided to buy a property, but also recommended her to two friends looking to invest in real estate. Those 3 sales in a single month surpassed her income for the entire previous semester. One particularly impactful testimony is from Miguel, the owner of a small grocery store that was about to close due to competition from large supermarkets. After performing the ritual and cleaning his store with part of the infusion, he began to notice that customers he hadn't seen in a long time were returning. When he asked them what made them come back, many responded that they felt a nice energy in the place or suddenly remembered the store. In 3 months, his sales increased by 70%. The average time to start seeing results varies, but most people report noticeable changes between 3 and 21 days after completing the ritual. These changes often manifest in various forms: unexpected money, forgotten tax refunds, overdue payments finally arriving, small inheritances, sudden increase in the number of clients or sales, more lucrative job offers or collaborations, innovative ideas for improving businesses, casual encounters with people that open doors to new opportunities, just like you. These individuals also faced financial obstacles that seemed insurmountable. Many had tried other methods without success. What made the difference was their decision to combine the ancestral wisdom of Saint Cyprian with their own faith and clear intention. It's important to remember that each manifestation is unique, like an energetic fingerprint. The way abundance will come into your life will be perfect for you, sometimes in ways you might never have imagined. We've reached the end of this powerful knowledge about the 7-herb bath of Saint Cyprian to attract money, clients, and success in business. Let's recap the main benefits of this ancestral ritual. This ritual combines the specific properties of 7 sacred herbs, each with a special purpose in manifesting abundance. Chamomile opens paths. Laurel attracts victories. Basil magnetizes money and clients. Peppermint accelerates processes. Cinnamon multiplies resources. Alfalfa promotes sustained growth, and nutmeg seals and activates all the power of the ritual. When you perform this bath with faith and clear intention, you are literally transforming your energy field to make it receptive to the vibrations of abundance and financial success. You are reprogramming your relationship with money and opening channels for prosperity to flow towards you. Saint Cyprian left us this knowledge not to remain hidden, but for those who truly wish and need to transform their financial reality, to do so with the help of ancestral wisdom and the forces of nature. Would like to share with you a final blessing attributed to Saint Cyprian that you can recite after completing your last ritual bath. May the power of the 7 sacred herbs remain with me. May abundance accompany me in every step. May money flow to me in ever-increasing amounts. May clients and opportunities constantly seek me. May my work be recognized and well compensated. By the ancestral wisdom of Saint Cyprian, so I decree it manifests in my life from this moment. Don't wait any longer to perform this transformative ritual. The best time is now, when the seed of knowledge has been planted in your consciousness. Every day that passes without taking action is one less day of prosperity in your life. Remember, just as these 7 herbs combine their power to create a transformative force, you have the power to combine this ancestral knowledge with your intention and action to create the financial reality you desire and deserve. In conclusion, I'll briefly answer some common questions about this ritual. Can I perform the ritual during any lunar phase? Yes, although the waxing moon enhances results, what if I can't find all the herbs? Use what you can find, always maintaining an odd number of herbs. Can I save part of the infusion? Yes, you can refrigerate it for up to 3 days to cleanse your business or workspace. Is it necessary to repeat the ritual? For energy maintenance, it's recommended to repeat it every 3 months or whenever you feel your financial energy decreasing. A final piece of advice: complement this ritual with concrete actions toward your financial goals. The most powerful magic combines esoteric wisdom with practical effort.